everyone. Thank you so much for being here, especially the loyal 12 who are always here. Saints Nation, since the Super Bowl, been real pleased with things that's going on, especially the hiring of Kellen Moore, formerly the offensive coordinator of the Philadelphia Eagles, as our next head coach. Kellen Moore has been doing very well, filling his staff out with people that have a mix of both college and pro experience, people with a track record of being able to develop players. We listened to Mr. Moore's press conference, his first official press conference as the head coach of the Saints, and we were very much encouraged by his non-committal answers to whether Derek Carr would return as quarterback of the Saints. To us, that was meaning maybe we are about to execute a full 100% rebuild. But as the news came down this past Tuesday or Wednesday, I can't remember which, Derek Carr is going to be the quarterback of the Saints in 25. So what happened to the rebuild? And now we have, some people saying, Kellen Moore ain't nothing more than another yes man to Mickey Loomis. Let's hope not. Anyway, Kellen Moore himself, just coming off a Super Bowl win as the offensive coordinator of the Philadelphia Eagles, has 7 full years of coaching experience. He entered the coaching ranks in 2017 as the quarterback coach and offensive coordinator with Dallas. He was there from 2019 to 22 as the offensive coordinator. He was the offensive coordinator with the Chargers in 23, and I think offensive coordinator in 24 with the Philadelphia Eagles. Please do correct me if I'm wrong. Skip Bayless had a little bit to say about it. He says that Kellen Moore is not ready to be a head coach yet. And I'm supposing he's making that assumption based on the fact that he does have only 7 years of coaching experience in the National Football League. But who gives a damn what Skip Bayless got to say? Other coaches that he's hired, Joel Thomas. He's been coaching since 2001, mostly in college. His biggest success, he's running backs coach, was from 2015 to 2023 with the New Orleans Saints, where he had a lot of input when Mark Ingram was here in the backfield along with Alvin Kamara. He was with the Giants last year and is returning to the Saints this year. Scott Tolzien graduated from Wisconsin 2019. He was with the Dallas Cowboys as an offensive assistant, and he was their quarterbacks coach 2023 to 2024. Doug Nussmeier, that's a name that we know. He's coached in the CFL from 2001-2002, went to Michigan State from 03 to 05. He's quarterbacks coach. Coached quarterbacks with the Rams in 06 and 07. And he was the Dallas Cowboys tight ends coach in 18 and 19. Quarterback coach in 20 to 22. Chargers quarterback coach in 23, and Phillies quarterback coach in 24. Brendan Nugent has college and pro coaching experience as an offensive line coach. He has coached wide receivers, tight ends, running backs, linebackers, and other offensive linemen, so he is versatile and well-rounded. Peter Sirmon, mostly college experience. Best season was last year with his Golden Bears. And then there's Bo Davis, defensive line coach, very highly thought of from LSU, and Terry Joseph from the Texas Longhorns. Sounds pretty good so far. Okay, now that they're here, what are they going to do with this roster? I have here before me the Saints roster and the numbers on the salary cap. Right now, as I speak, the Saints are $51,203,813 over the cap. $48,432,344 in dead cap money. Now, I know a lot of us wanted Derek Carr gone worse than a hog wants slop. But I believe the reason why he is still here and not out on the street is money. Say we let Derek Carr go before the June 1st deadline. If we did that, the cap hit is about $50 million that we'd still be on the hook for and would go to dead cap money. And we're already almost $50 million in dead cap. So the decision was made to keep him. But in order to get to cap compliance, of course, either Mickey will push it down the road again like he's always done, and the mess that's got us into so much financial trouble as it is, or he could cut some of the other high-earning players. He could cut Cam Jordan, Taysom Hill, Eric McCoy, Demario Davis. Those are the players with the highest salaries on this team. Cam Jordan's cap hit, $20 million. Taysom Hill's cap hit, $18 million. McCoy, $15 million. Demario Davis, $12 million. Ryan Ramczyk, I forgot to put him there, $17 million. Also, we are old. Just about, I do believe, the oldest team in the league, and if we're not the oldest, we're right there. As it is, we have, and I'm going to count this while I'm looking at it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 players on the roster who are 30 or over. That money is going to have to be found somewhere. And some players that we definitely don't want to see go are going to have to go, especially since it's obvious that Derek Carr is going to remain here. So who's it going to be? Well, Cam's old, underperforming, has been for quite some time. But people like his leadership in the locker room. So he may stay. Of course, Ryan Ramczyk didn't play at all in the 24 season because he spent it all injured. And I wonder if that injury is completely healed. The one player that I think that will go, and Saints fans do not want to hear this, is Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill is 35 years old, and he suffered an ACL tear last season. The older a person gets, the harder it is to recover from injury. And considering the ineptitude of the Saints medical staff, I'm almost absolutely positive that they didn't do him a lot of good. Yes, Taysom Hill is liable to be one of those cap casualties. Another one, older, underperforming, is Tyrann Mathieu. He's $11 million salary. I'm expecting Tyrann to get cut. And I know, yes, I know, we all love him. We have loved him and watched him since he played at LSU. But Tyrann's got old too. Lost a step or two. Just like Demario Davis. If it were me, I would do what Sean Payton did when he came here in 2006. Sean Payton cut 23 players. 23 who were underperforming or either had just had a laissez-faire attitude toward playing football. I'm not sure that many on the Saints roster have this laissez-faire attitude, but I do know that this roster is trash. If you go back to one of my videos right before the Carolina game, I was perusing the Saints roster and I said then that our starters had better be men of steel because their backups were no better than JV high school players. And they proved that throughout the season. Even I, who had predicted that the Saints would go 8-9 and miss the playoffs, even I was disappointed and I was wrong. Especially when they ended up with a 5-12 record after I had revised my prediction down to 6-11. And I absolutely positively hate being wrong. As it is, I'm wondering what we're going to look like next season. Since we're not tearing it down to do a full rebuild like we should be doing, I suspect that a lot of these salaries will get kicked down the road again, leaving us in salary cap hell for the foreseeable future. That is not what we need. We need to get some of these big contracts off the books. We need to resolve our dead cap, and we need to resolve our consistently over the cap numbers. But I don't see that happening anytime soon. We need to get you. Saints have 9 draft picks this year. 9. Now, if it were me, the general manager of this team, I'd keep all 9 of those picks. And I would pick for the trenches. Guard on offense. Tackle. On defense, interior defensive lineman and defensive end and linebacker. Since we are converting to the 3-4 defense, and we don't have enough quality linebackers to man that defense as it is. We need a safety. We need a tight end. And perhaps a wide receiver capable of stretching the field. Because if I was Chris Olave, especially since I know they're bringing Derek Carr back, I'd ask for a trade. He can't keep going up after them hospital balls and suffering concussions. How long is he going to be in the league if that keeps up? Now, I'm going to look at players that I would definitely cut. Chase Young, number 1. Nathan Shepard, number 2. Juwan Johnson is not a tight end. He's a wide receiver converted to a tight end. That's another one of the complaints that I have about the Saints. They will draft a player and say, oh, we'll just put him right here, even though they know that is not his natural position or the position that he's best at playing. They have done that consistently. Who else would go? Pete Werner is one of those linebackers. He could stay. Foster Moreau could stay. Trevor Penning actually improved last season. He gets to stay. Rashid Shaheed gets to stay. Alante, 1 more year. Talaise Fuaga, of course, he gets to stay. Jamal Williams, out of here. J.T. Gray, special teams ace, you get to stay. Cedric Wilson, out of here. Brian Brzee gets to stay. Isaiah Foskey gets to stay. Kool-Aid gets to stay. Kendre Miller. I don't know how much good Kendre Miller can do us because he stays hurt so much of the time. Either he needs to go or he can stay 1 more year, and let's see how the medical staff deals with Saints player injuries in 25. Tano Passanio, I'm on the fence about him. Zach Wood. Nick Saldiveri. Out of here. Jake Haener. I would say keep Jake Haener, but he did not impress me with that petulant display at the press conference after the Washington Commanders game, where he played the first half and the Saints could only manage 38 yards of offense in 2 quarters. DeMarco Jackson. Yeah, Jackson's been here a few years, but I'm telling you something. I haven't seen very much from him. Maybe he gets to stay another year. Jordan Howden. Nah, maybe. John Ridgeway. Nah, he's probably on a 1-year contract anyway. So get him out of here so we can get that salary back too. Unless he's going to be pushed down the road like everybody else. Let's see who else. Of course, we keep Spencer Rattler. Blake Grupe. Yeah, We keep him. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Keep him on potential nothing. Ben DiNucci. No. Jaylan Ford. Linebacker. We need linebackers. Maybe keep him. Bub Means. Keep him. Christian Boyd. Defensive tackle. Know nothing about him. Rico Payton. Yeah, he flashed here and there, here and there. Might keep him. Matthew Highball. Punter. Okay. Dallin Holker, tight end. Didn't see very much of him last season. Why is that, wonder? Because, they don't know how to use tight end? Or either, our former offensive coordinator who has skied up now? Clint Kubiak. Yeah. I would have fired him too. Mason Tipton. No. Ryder Anderson. Defensive end, know nothing about him. Kevin Austin. Wide receiver. Saw him a few times. Not impressed. Don't remember him being in any game. Millard Bradford. Don't remember him being in the game. He's a safety. Kyle Hurd. Guard. Don't remember him being in the game. Jordan Mims, running back. Yeah, I saw him a few times. Anthony Orji, another linebacker. We might keep those linebackers and see what we got out of them. Cameron Peterson, DT. Know nothing about him. Isaiah Stalbert, outside linebacker. Might keep him. Rajon Wright, cornerback. Josiah Ezrin. Trey Flellen. Michael Jacobson. Charlie Smith. What is this? And the rest that I don't know anything about. Now, here's who I'm reading for dead money. Marshawn Lattimore. Still owe him $31,661,837. Michael Thomas. Can you believe we are still paying Michael Thomas? Paying him $9,187,176. Okay. Jameis Winston. Still paying him $7,361,000. A.T. Perry, $88,182. Josiah Esserum. Yeah, he did get cut. Right tackle, $73,812. Kyle Baugh, defensive tackle, $6,667. Miller Bradford, safety, $6,657. All of those, Kyle Hurd, Jermaine Jackson, Kyle Sheets, all the same, along with Isaiah Stalbert, Sincere Haynesworth, safety, $4,000. Jacob Kabodi, the running back that we wanted to keep, $4,000. Lawrence Johnson, safety, know nothing about, $3,334. Excuse me. Narudin Nauli, $3,354. Trajan Jeffcoat. Jeffcoat. That's a familiar name. I'm going to have to look him up. 2,000. Nathan Latu. 2,100. And Lou Headley. $1,667. Here's what they got for the draft pool. For the number 1 pick, about $4.5 million. For the number 2 pick, about $2 million. For the number 3 pick, a 1.1. For the number 4 pick, just over $1 million. Same for the number 5 pick. For the number 6 pick, almost $1 million. For the number 7 pick, $861,733. And that's what they got for that. Man, this is pitiful. This is pitiful. We'll have no cap space. So, I haven't yet perused the prospects for college. You know, the college players who have declared for the draft. Haven't perused that yet. But like I've told you, what I'd do if I had the team, if I had to say in the team, first thing I'd do is draft the trenches. Offense and defense. And then draft for the rest of our needs. Because if you don't get those trenches taken care of, ain't nothing your team can do. Didn't we see that last season? If we don't get the trenches taken care of on defense, we're going to continue to see runners breaking our backs. We're going to continue to see running quarterbacks breaking our backs. We're going to continue to see tight ends of the quality of a Dallas Goedert break our backs. The fact that they bought back Derek Carr tells me that they're still trying to win. I don't know what is going through their heads right now. We're 3, maybe 4 years away from a winning team. 3, maybe 4, maybe more years away from getting the salary cap right. If it were me, all the players that I have right now, I'd keep. I wouldn't be pushing. Of course, you have to push salaries down the road in order to get to cap compliance. But as soon as I could offload those expensive players, and yes, that includes Cam Jordan. Yes, that includes Demario Davis. Yes, that includes Taysom Hill. Yes, that includes Tyrann Mathieu. Yes, that includes Eric McCoy. Yes, that includes Ryan Ramczyk. Saints stalwarts. Beloved players. But business is business, y'all. Mickey ain't been taking care of business right. I wonder, is this his last chance to get it right? Since hopefully they got the coach right this time. And I'm so impressed and so gratified that many of the ones, that were Sean Payton, she was here when Sean Payton was here. Yes, a few of them were here when Sean Payton was here, but most of them aren't. Most of them come from Dallas, Philly, or the Chargers, where Kellen Moore coached before? Who dat? Saints fans? Welcome back, the Aints. Get yourself settled in for a long grief. Have you plenty of wine and liquor and maybe a few edibles to get you through the 25 season. And I'm going to tell you, to be honest to goodness, I thought long and hard about making this video. I have thought long and hard about continuing with this podcast. Reason being is that, well, a few of you watch, and I'm so grateful for you. So grateful. Especially you, Jerry, and Dana. And Mick Swagger. Y'all are usually always around. And then, too, I considered giving it up because, oh my God, who wants to sit up here and be in misery over their favorite team all the time? And yeah, except for 2 weeks in the 24th season, it's been all misery. After those first 2 weeks, we went 3 more games. 3. I have forgotten to look and see who we're going to be playing this season. I think we're going to be playing the NFC West, the AFC North, and any other 4th place teams, because we're playing a last place schedule because that's where we finished last season. 4th place in the NFC South. A division we used to dominate. A division that was always ours. Not anymore. Not anymore. And not for a while yet. Well, my loyal watchers, subscribers, I think that's all I got for tonight. And I would say, I used to end all my shows with saying, however the game goes, whatever happens, don't get too mad and don't get too glad. I'm going to be watching the draft with much interest, hoping that they address our needs properly and stop drafting players out of position. Mickey is still here, so I'm almost positive there's still going to be some of that. But I'm hoping that Mickey Loomis and the front office gets the hell out of Kellen Moore's way and let him sink or swim on his own merits. That's all I got. Y'all take care. Thank you for being here. Please like, share, and subscribe. At least leave me a like. And